clean up these Blue Lords very, very easily. But the damage is done. Actually, Revenant could throw away all these Blue Lords, because what you want the Blue Lords is just to break this Planetary Fortress. And the classic way to transit out of this is you spend so much money on your ground army. These Blue Lords have 2 attack, but they have no armor, so you don't really want to spend more. And these guys are 2-2. So what you could do is you want to kill this Thor. This Thor is like a total boss. This Thor is really lucky. He has a lot of enemies, and this Thor. Come on, SCVs, come on, you can repair this guy! No, this Thor is like, well, FML. Oh, because he is going for the kill over here, he's really, really close to the action all over the map. If you're a really, really good player, what you want to do is you want to do double prong attacks. There are more Vikings in the field, but as I say, if you are, come on, I want to see Ultralisk, then you have the Hive, you have, oh my god, you have 2-2-2, so he is gearing up for you could get Adrenal Glands, because when you go Ultralisk, you are capped by your minerals, you have lots and lots of minerals. And Zerglings with Ultralisk is absolutely fantastic play. You just get the Zerglings. Now, don't get me wrong. Zerglings are very, very, very lava intensive. You need a lot of lava to do it. But when you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 hatcheries, you can produce a lot of lava. And you can get a lot of Zerglings and a lot of Ultralisks. All the gas goes into Ultralisks. The rest goes into Banelings. And Cracklings. Zerglings with fully upgraded Zerglings with Adrenal Glands are absolutely a nightmare. Now, aLtOxygen is trying to come over here and, okay, good night, Vikings. So it does look like aLtOxygen is going to stick to Muta Baneling, Infestor, and Broodlords. Okay, so he does have the upgrades for Mutalisk. Now, two attack. Now, it's a little iffy. I really like to see armor on air units, because what you can do is early game, if aLtOxygen was more aggressive and he got like 2 attack on his Marines, which he does have 2 attack on, they do 8 damage, and the Mutalisk has 0 armor, 0. And if you stim Marines, they mow through Mutalisk so fast. But right now it is going to be 1 base Terran, and there's so many units here. 1 base against 1, 2, 3, 4 base Zerg, 4 base Zerg against 2 base Terran, 1 base Terran, and even denying the you're gonna need more Banelings than that to crush this Planetary. But a very good trick I saw by StarCraft is you want to get some Banelings in your mix. You put your Banelings over here. You put 1 Zergling here, 1 Zergling here, and then you run your 2 Zerglings over here. And the Planetary Fortress will actually turn and hit these Zerglings, and these Banelings are coming from the side. But the Banelings are gonna, never mind, they're gonna suicide into the Planetary. This Broodlord, he should go for the Planetary. If this Planetary goes down, it's going to be game over for the Terran. But I think it's game over anyway. It is 4 base Terran against 1 base Terran against 4 base Zerg. And what the Zerg is doing is he's just morphing more and more units, keeping the Terran on his toes. Looking at the army count, yeah, 600 against 1003. And aLtOxygen is sending a small strike force here to kill the gold. But yeah, see, when Mutalisk don't have any armor and they're fighting against upgraded Marines, they just absolutely melt. aLtOxygen is spreading his bio units very, very effectively, using 12 Banelings to kill 4 Marines and 2 Marauders is extremely cost effective. But when you're on 4 base, and even making 2 Banelings nests, because what you want to do is when you make 2 Banelings nests, there's the Ultralisk cavern, 2 more Ultralisk being made, 2 more Mammoths of War, and the Baneling Nest is such an important unit when you're fighting Terran because of all the Marines, upgraded Marines. You really need your Baneling Nest. If the Baneling Nest gets sniped, you're in a war of hurt. So he is making 2. Very, very nice. I actually like to see a spawning pool over here because that's another very critical structure. Ultralisk Cavern here, also very critical. Look at that saturation. But look over here, able to 9. But looking at the army count, we are even. But the thing is inFiRevenant is waiting for his Ultralisk. The Ultralisk are actually out. Where are the Ultralisk? There we go. 3 armor. Sheraton is playing Adrenal Glands, and he is sitting on a lot of minerals, even taking the hatchery at least gold. Like, this is the cheekiest thing ever. He's like, there's no more bases to take, I might as well take this one. And there's no more minerals here, which is why aLtOxygen is not bothered taking, even taking the gas and getting another Baneling Nest. Revenant is just toying with this, guys. Holy shit, man, this is a 34-minute game. I'm gonna lose my voice. I wanted to cast 9 games today, upper brackets, lower brackets, and grand finals, and Kelly's actually gonna join me later, but I might just lose my voice right here, and aLtOxygen is gonna go. We are 3,000 fire army against 2,002. Looking on the units count, this is done. This is no way. Absolutely no way. He is gonna be able to hold it on. Let's call GG, and that is the game, ladies and gentlemen. What a like when I was casting this live at Coliseum, I was like, I had sore throat. I was whining. I was complaining. Such a long game, 35 minutes. But the thing was, this game was over 25 minutes ago. At the mid game, aLtOxygen had a command center here. 1, 2, 3, 4 barracks, 1, 2 factories, and a starport. And the only attacking force you did against the Zerg was 5 Hellions. That's it. You were not aggressive at all. And up until that point, inFiRevenant he made, I count, 6 Zerglings. Up until the 12-minute marks, he made 6 Zerglings. He was like 54 workers over, I think it was like 30, like 20 plus workers ahead, and he harvested so much amount of money. And then he put a Zergling here, he put a Zergling here, and he's like, okay, I see your 5 Hellions, I defend with Queens, and you killed 10 drones. I'm still like 15 drones ahead. And from there, it was just downhill. Revenant just kept expanding, kept suiciding his army into the tanks, because tanks are so much more exponentially more powerful when you get a lot. 2 tanks are useless, 6 tanks are great, 12 tanks is unstoppable. But aLtOxygen could not get a critical number of tanks, and aLtOxygen tried to be aggressive. Also, he pushed like 6 to 8 tanks here. He lost the 6 to 8 tanks. He made 6 to 8 tanks more here. He pushed here, he lost the tanks, and he could never really get that critical number of tanks he needed. What you want is 6 tanks in the front, 6 tanks behind, or 4, 4, 4, and spread them out really nicely, and they're really, really strong. And it moved on to 25 minutes. Revenant was able to get Broodlords, get Ultralists, and then from there it was just over. But I'm going to take a break, because 35 minutes of casting is absolutely brutal, and I'll see you guys in Game 2. I'm going to do the lower bracket finals, and then Kelly's going to join me for the grand finals, and I'll see you in the other games. If you like my cast, please subscribe. I do need more support, and this is HD Phoenix signing out.